was end of the day. Exhausted, eager to see my family, I left for the day. I entered into the elevator. I met a gentleman who was a new joiner who had recently joined my organization. After exchanging greetings and some general talks, he offered me a lift in his car. We both lived in the same suburb. He was an ex-Airforce pilot. I was curious to know why he left Air Force and joined corporate. I knew it was a too personal question to ask, but anyways, I couldn't hold it back. But he was happy to answer that question. His smile conveyed that message to me. He told me that flying is his passion, but he had to leave flying because of some reason. Something happened. Now I was more curious to know what had happened. He told me the incident, why he stopped flying. One day, a fleet of fighter jets flew in the sky. This gentleman was flying one of the jets. After taking off, his jet had some technical problems. He started receiving instructions from ATC tower, and unexpected thing happened. The glass canopy above his head was opened. He suddenly started feeling that air pressure on his face and on all his body. He felt as if somebody was pushing his head against the glass. He became motionless for a few seconds. He couldn't understand anything from ATC, and he was not in a position to respond. Somehow he collected himself and started understanding what ATC was telling him. And he managed to land safely. He was surrounded by the emergency response vehicles, and he was taken to the hospital. Luckily, there was no explosion, and he had not even he did not have a single scratch on his body. He did not speak almost for an hour. After some time, he saw his friend in the hospital. He realized that he was waving at him and saying something. And that time, tears rolled out of his eyes. He realized that he was alive. He was safe. This gentleman told me that this incident taught him a very important lesson of life. He said, life is like a flight. You know the starting point and the end point, but the path is not straight. The success of life or the flight depends on how you change the course at the right time and respond to the situations in a right way and avoid the crash. Thank you.